Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is your favorite, the real KMGH, and we'll be doing the review for Gen V Season 2, Episode 3. Now, the question I have to ask myself, I asked myself while I was watching the video and coming up with a review for was like, it's boring. Why am I doing this? Am I wasting my time? I would like to review other things and watch other things, but Gen V seems to be boring. I've watched Episode 3 over and over. Okay, not really. It was actually like my first time. But I watched episode 1 and 2. Look, I'm yawning. I watched episode 1 and 2 over and over. What's going on, man? I have no idea. But anyway, let's get on. I have to finish it. It is too late. I've gone 2 episode reviews into it. And now here's the third one. There's 5 more to do. Man, I don't know if you guys have actually watched the show of Gen V Season 2. Season 1 was actually pretty good, to be honest. Season 2, I don't know. It's only been 3 episodes so far that I've watched. Okay. I hope it gets better. But anyway, episode 3, Gen V. Why? What's going on? Well, the team has. They've been writing down some clues, okay, and they need to find out what's really going on at Godalkin University, especially with the dean who is known as Cypher, and especially Marie. What makes Marie so important? Because they found out at the episode season 2, they found out at the end of episode 2, Marie is, well, she's the number one weapon. So, let's get on with this, okay? Marie decides she's actually going to go find her friend's, some other friend. She's going to go find her parents' friend, Pam, who was actually a very good friend of the family, okay? And she says it's been 10 years since she spoke to Pam, and apparently Pam has the same number for 10 years. I mean, my mother's had the same number for like more than 10 years. Trust me, more than 10 years. It feels like she's almost had over 20 years. Well, I would guess that Pam would kind of be the same person, okay? So Marie decides to call Pam. In this time, Kate also returns to university, but she does not reveal to the faculty or everybody else, basically, and the university and the public that she's actually lost her powers of persuasion. Okay. Cypher, the dean, does know this, and Kate actually wants to reveal that she doesn't have, but Cypher's like, no, we're not going to reveal it because we still need to use your good graces with the public for the cause of the soups. So basically, she needs to act like she's still a soup and that she still has powers, but obviously she can't use the powers, which is kind of bad because that's actually when Sam comes in, because Sam has been losing his rockers. Okay, the dude is starting to see puppets again, and we know what happens when you see puppets with Sam. When Sam sees puppets, yeah, Sam would basically on a rage quit, and he actually does approach Kate, and he's like, "Yo, Kate, you know, persuade me, persuade me be good, to be a good person." And Kate's like, "I'm not doing it anymore," but basically, it's 'cause she can't do it. Okay, and this throws Sam into a massive rage, and he decides to go to someone's room and just wreck the crap out of them. He starts throwing things everywhere. Jordan Lee comes across him and decides to face Sam once again. And they're fighting, and Jordan Lee and Sam get thrown. Well, Jordan Lee gets thrown through the wall, and Sam just basically tackles. Dude, and the most disturbing thing, I mean, why do the producers and the directors of the boys or the script writers of the boys and Gen V do this? They smash through this wall at the dormitory, right? And there's a dude on all fours, naked. Nothing seems strangely out of the ordinary besides him being fully nude and on all fours, because it seems like he's the only person in the room besides the guys that just broke through the wall. So, I mean, he could be doing push ups, he could be doing something physically healthy, you know? But as Jordan Lee and Sam continue the fight, they bust through the window out the dormitory. Okay. And a dude, a dude's head pops out of this guy's ass. Why does it have to be two dudes, by the way? you know, um, and why does it have to? Why is the whole guy there? Wh- Why is the whole person like full body, like the whole body? Why is he in the dude's ass? Gen V and the boys, the writers. Why are you writing this? No, why would you do something so gross and put it on the screen, dude? Jeez, no wonder why your show's kind of shit. Okay, because you're putting shit in there. Moving on. So they basically fight it out. Okay, not the two naked guys. Leave them alone. I'm talking about Sam and Sam and Jordan Lee. Okay, they fight it out. Eventually, Jordan's like, "I'm just trying to help you." Okay, and they decide to smoke some pot, watch Sesame Street, but Jane V style, Vought Street. Okay, V Street, and they get high and they kind of like just forget themselves, and Sam opens up and all of that stuff, and Jordan Lee kind of becomes this person that Sam can confide into and also find comfort in. Okay, because Sam basically he's like a big baby. He just wants to be taken care of, and know and have confidence in someone else. So he wants to have faith in somebody, that somebody will always be there for him to calm him down and to help him through tough times. Especially when he goes off his rockers and starts seeing puppets. That's basically what Sam wants, and that's what Jordan Lee actually kind of becomes like in this episode. Okay, so Marie does contact Pam and visits Pam at her house, and Marie finds all these cool pictures of her parents and when she was born, and apparently of her birth as well. And as she looks, boom, there's the doctor that delivered her, who is also the dean, known as Cypher. But back then, as a doctor, his name was Dr. Gold. Oh, it's very strange. I'm Dr. Gold. I'm also Dean Cypher. Yeah. So, uh, you know, she's confused about it. They do start, just asking questions about like, what could happen, all that stuff. But as Pam goes into her room, just to check on something, Marie walks into another room, which apparently it looks like somebody does occupy the room. And she looks at the stuff and like there's a child, looks like there's a child that stays there, like a young person. Okay. And then she sees that, oh my gosh, this is her sister's things, Annabeth. And she confronts Pam and says, why? What happened? And Pam says, it took me 2 years to be able to get your sister. She thinks you're a monster. Basically, Pam has been keeping these two from having contact, but at the same time, Annabeth seems, from Pam's perspective, from what Pam says, Annabeth is afraid of Marie, her sister, and Marie is shocked because Marie, she wants to see her sister, she loves her sister, and to her, the sister is the only thing she has left. Okay, but apparently, from Pam's perspective, Annabeth is afraid of her because of obviously M- Marie killed the parents, but you can't really blame Marie for how her for what powers she all of a sudden accumulated to, and why it would all of a sudden activate when she has that time of the month. Gen V, once again, the writers, why again? Why would that be the reveal to the power when a woman has the on Irma time of the month? Why would it then activate? I mean, these writers, the naked guys, the period thingy, the guy that can suck stuff up his ass, that guy that's from episode 1 and 2, or mostly episode 1. Um, I'm sure there's more disgusting things that Genvi does, I just don't understand why you guys would add that kind of crap in the show. But anyway, moving on. Okay, so Marie basically finds that Annabeth is there, but Annabeth doesn't want to see her, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Holy crap, my only family doesn't want to see me. So that's what happens. In the meantime, Little Cricket finds who the Starlighter supporter is in the university and tracks her down. Some chick with a tail. But apparently her power is totally cool. She's a chameleon. Now, when I say chameleon, you could think like, so basically she can hide in plain sight. Actually, she's, if you've watched the series Heroes, especially season 1, because that was cool, she's like a Peter Petrelli. In Heroes, Peter Petrelli was actually the main protagonist of the show. He was the dude who, to me, was the main protagonist. He was the dude who, man, his power was that if he came across you, he can do your power, and it stays with him. So he was a dude who could build up power. Comes across a teleporter. Hey, I can now teleport just like you and stop time. And I don't have to be close to you, and I don't have a time limit on how long I can use the power. I can just do it forever now because he was in your vicinity of a power user. He copies your power. He's like the storage device of powers, dude. If you've been watching the anime, um, Hero Academia. I call it Everybody says Academia. Academia. I say Hero Academia. Okay. If you look at All for One, dude, that guy develops powers, but he takes the power from you forcibly, right? And the same with with All Might's power. Basically, once you have the power of All for One or One for All, whatever freaking crap is the one that All Might has, right? Which he gives to the main character of the anime. That power also doubles up because now whenever you transfer that power to the next person, all the powers that you had goes with. Okay, so if you already had the power, then you take All Might's power, and then you hand it over to somebody else. Your power is added to that power, so it builds up. So that's kind of like what Peter Petrelli, the character, was, but he could just be in your vicinity. Like you wouldn't even know. He could just be on the train. Your power user, all of a sudden, he's like 5 meters away from you. Now he can now do your power. He can literally take your ability, and you won't even know it. And that's actually what happens in that series. But I'm not going to talk about it. I was just saying, like, in terms of power users, Peter Petrelli was actually super cool because he would basically be the ultimate weapon. All you got to do if you want to be super strong, if that character, I'm going off the topic. If that character of Peter Petrelli, if he knew what he could do and just kept quiet, all he had to do was track down actual power users and just kind of like, strike a conversation or, stand like close to them, like somewhere, like at a train station or something like that, and he would copy their power immediately. That's how he would become like the most powerful power user. It's completely insane. Now, where was I going with this? Yeah. So that is what this person can do, but she can only do the thing or the power for 60 seconds, and she can't obviously accumulate the power at once. She can. There's nothing there. The fact that she says she can only. She said she can use it for 60 seconds, but she cannot accumulate all of it at once for 60 seconds. So it looks like it most likely might be one at a time. So that's what she does, and Emma finds out. Emma has her use her power, and she's actually quite shocked to see that there's another person that can actually copy her power and do it much better than she can. So that was kind of cool, you see. Look, not much information came out here besides the fact that Marie, found Annabeth, and she found out that Dr. Gold is actually Cypher too, and he was there, which is kind of really weird at the same time. And then at the end of the episode, Jordan Lee goes on stage because they have this massive thing where they're talking and they want this whole promotion and all that stuff. And Jordan Lee decides to actually tell the truth that it wasn't the Starlighters that attacked Kate. It was him or her. It was they. Jordan Lee, used male and female. They. Jordan Lee confessed that they attacked Kate, and also confessed that while they were being held captive, Andre died. Yeah, and nobody at the university likes what was being said, and is totally upset with everything. And Jordan Lee gets a whole lot of booze. Marie is shocked to see the things that has just come out of Jordan Lee's mouth, because I mean it's kind of like a wrench in the gears, a wrench in their plans and everything that they've been trying to do, especially with them trying to find information. And the episode cuts off right there and it ends. Yeah, it cuts off right there and it ends. It's not such much of an exciting episode, besides seeing two naked dudes, two people fight, Jordan Lee and Sam, talking about more about blood and all of that stuff, and finding out that nothing was exciting. By the way, nothing. It was pretty mediocre episode. I think the guy who plays Cypher the Dean is a really good actor. He's really selling that whole, you're our soldiers. If we are outnumbered, one soup to 10 million people, who's normal, of course. So it seems like he's trying to build an army with the Godalming University students. But everything else is lame. Like, I don't even know what the point is. Are you trying to find information about what's going on? What are they doing? There's no plan, bro. And I don't even know what the writers were thinking of. I understand that Andre, the character, was also supposed to be in here. They probably already had a script written down. But when the dude passed away, the actor, I think they changed a lot in the script. And because they mentioning this guy's death, they're adding it into the. They're mentioning this dude's death, they're adding it into the series, and it's the third episode, and it's still about why is Andre dead. Bruh, no offense to the dude that passed away, but guys, carry on with the show, please. Okay? The character's gone, sadly. Okay? Actually, we don't care about the character. The actor's gone, sadly. The character we don't care about. Okay? There's no point for the character anymore. But the thing is this, carry on with the show, make it more exciting, because it's getting pretty boring. And I can't believe I have to watch 5 more episodes of this. So I hope that the next episode's coming is going to be far more exciting, and that it builds up to something that is going to happen in the new season of The Boys, which is going to air pretty soon. So I'm hoping that we can find something like that. Wow, man. Anyway, that was the review for Gen V Season 2, Episode 3. I will catch you with the next review for Gen V Season 2, Episode 4. Okay? Bye.